Sean here from the amazing city of Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. Today I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. What's it like in Ho Chi Minh City right now? What is the food, accommodation, transport? Can you work here as a digital nomad? What is the accommodation like? And living expenses, as well as should you come here? Is it worth it? All right, let's do it. Here I am in the amazing city of Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. Been here a month now, actually just stopped at a cafe to record this video, have a chat to you guys about what it's like before I go to the airport and catch my plane. But yeah, I thought I'd take this opportunity, give you guys the breakdown. What's it like in Ho Chi Minh City right now? What's the transportation like, accommodation, food? Can you work here as a digital nomad? What are the living expenses like as well? So I'll break down the monthly living costs, and I'll also let you know, should you come here, is it worth it? So let's get stuck into it. So first thing is transportation. With transportation in Ho Chi Minh City, you don't have much of an option. There's no real public transport. There are buses, there's no trains. There is ferries, but they kind of tend to be tours. So I just use Grab. As you probably know already, Grab is just the Uber of most of Asia. So you can book back of a motorbike or a car through there. It's really easy to use. Basically, we'll handle all of your transportation needs in Ho Chi Minh City. As far as the food is concerned, look, established city, so all your Western restaurants, you've got all the different types of Asian restaurants, so Thai food, Korean, Japanese food options, all available as well. The food flavors here compared to Ninh Binh are a lot better actually. A lot of the local Vietnamese cuisine is like a lot more flavor down in Ho Chi Minh City compared to up north. Here, if it's spicy, you can expect it to be spicy. The flavors, they do add a lot more sweetness, salt, spice, just much better quality of food all around. So that's pretty good. Alcohol here is really cheap. Like you can get a beer for under $1 at a restaurant, maybe a buck to $1.50. So it's definitely affordable for drinking alcohol here, but in saying that, that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Also, another thing that they do really well here when it comes to food and drinks is they do amazing coffee. So where I'm staying is in Binh Tan in Ho Chi Minh City, and around there's UCC Coffee Roasters, which is where I am right now, and the Bagaris coffee place as well. Both do amazing coffees, like some of the best coffee I've had anywhere in the world. That's one thing that has really stood out, and I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Very, very nice though. Definitely worthwhile checking out those coffee shops. The food prices are a bit higher compared to Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur, and we did try to eat local, but there weren't too many options near where we're staying. The other thing, accommodation. So I just used an Airbnb, booked a month because that's how I save money. Definitely helps me with keeping my costs down. Everyone, let me give you the room tour and I'll let you know what it's like, where I'm staying. We'll do the breakdown of costs in a moment as well. All right, let's do it. Alright, so here I am. This is the place in Ho Chi Minh City. It's the Grand Mena. Just up here on level 19, this is the place. quite spacious, but it is a studio rather than a one bedroom. Couch, coffee table, dining, and separate workstation, which is always good. TV, the smart TV as well. So smart TV, we can connect to YouTube, Netflix, that kind of stuff, so pretty good. Full-size fridge as well, washing machine, microwave, jug. Really nice bathroom, nice and clean. Not much more you can ask for. There's a pool on the roof as well, but no gym. Internet is included in this place, like all Airbnbs, and of course electricity, water is included as well. So there you have it. Pretty decent. The rooftop pool is definitely a highlight as well. Alright, so for the digital nomads, can you work here? It is a city, so internet has been stable. Never had too much of a problem with the internet. Mobile data though, it might just be my provider. I'm with Viet Mobile, but the internet just every now and then, data on my mobile phone, it just dropped out. So internet connection at the place where I'm staying was stable, solid the whole time. Never had any issues. Can get like 70 megabytes upload and download speed, so quite good. 70 megabytes per second. For internet working here, no problems whatsoever. What is it like in Ho Chi Minh right now? So look, it's an interesting city. While you've got a few things around the main street, the main like walking street, and then you've got one main strip for the nightlife. Outside of that, there isn't a lot around the city. There's a few places to check out. You've got the Ho Chi Minh statue. There's not a lot. You don't see anywhere near as many temples. There's not as much culture as you see in other cities. So the cultural aspect is a bit lacking. In saying that, I did go to the 10,000 Buddha temple, which was amazing actually. Definitely worthwhile checking out that place. So there's always that, but there's not many temples. While they do have that one amazing temple, there's not a lot of options. Once you get outside of Ho Chi Minh, there's a few more pagodas and things like that around. Culturally, they're very Western focused here. The culture compared to the north is a lot more enriched in their own culture, where in Ho Chi Minh City, they tend to be a bit more Western influenced. But there are areas that are worth checking out around the city. There's the nightlife spots that do get pretty happening. You've got the river tours here as well. So similar to Bangkok, you do have that river running through the city. The living expenses. So let's break it down for you all. Be giving you the breakdown in Australian dollars, US dollars, and Great British Pound as well. So for transportation, now we spent 2,783,000. For pharmacy, 1,303,000. For groceries, 2,895,000. For food and drinks, now food and drinks we probably spent a bit more than what we normally would, and accommodation too. It's quite surprising. We did book really late, so we didn't have too many options for accommodation, and also the food and drinks. We didn't find a lot of local style restaurants that we could go to. We did find one or two and they were good. But yeah, this just required us to spend a little bit more than what we normally would on food. So we spent 23,126,000. So for events and tours, that kind of stuff, we spent 1,460,000. For mobile phones, now this was really cheap. The place I booked through gave me a SIM card with 100 gigabyte, not normally what you'd expect, but they did do it as a gift for me because I think it's because I booked. They also did the airport transfers for me as well, which is really cool. So it was only 29,100. So I had the data for 20 days and I just had to top up at the end there. So it worked out to be really cheap for mobile phones. And accommodation was 25,012,000 for us as well. So all up, that's 56,610,000. So for a solo traveler, keeping accommodation the same, so we estimate the cost for a solo traveler to come to 40,811,000. All right, so should you come here? Well, there's a lot more to do in places like Thailand or even Kuala Lumpur. Ho Chi Minh City does definitely have its nicer qualities. Vietnamese people are lovely. It is a fairly modern city. It is quite clean as well. Compared to most countries in Southeast Asia, you do notice that it tends to be a bit more clean here. The service is great. So wherever you go, customer service, Vietnamese people, lovely, really good quality service. And the language barrier isn't as hard in Ho Chi Minh City as it is in towns and areas I've been up north. The language barrier in places like Hanoi has been a bit more difficult. Definitely a lot easier here. A lot more people understand and can talk English. That side of things hasn't been any issues for myself at all. Anything I've had to do, I haven't really had to use any Google Translate, just sometimes, but it has been quite rare. Definitely worth visit, definitely worth checking out. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. Definitely got a lot more to come, heading to Australia as well, in particular New South Wales, so spent a bit of time up there. Looking forward to that. Got my mate's wedding in a few days in Sydney as well, so hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you have subscribed already, thank you, we really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.